Hello everyone, Kryptonite here and welcome back to another episode of STONEBLOCK 3. So from the last episode there's been a couple of changes. I've been hard at work in between episodes. We have ourselves a mob farm down here with a mob masher and some vector plates. I just need to locate myself the nether so I can get some blaze rods to then make an absorption hopper to finalize that one. And then over here we've moved our farm and we've moved our botany pots as well. So the farm's over here just waiting for the grass to carry on spreading, and then we've got all our botany pots there. Now what I do want to accomplish in this episode is I want to work through this quest line here. I'm not too worried about the cobble generators for now, but I want to do the crushing wheel. Now for the crushing wheel we will need mechanical crafting. So that's going to be the main focus on this episode. First of all, we're going to be having to craft the alloy kiln so we can make brass, as the mechanical crafter does require brass casings, which means we need some brass ingots. So to do that we need the alloy kiln. So if we just head over here to our modular storage, which I managed to craft myself, which is very handy because we can just store a whole load of items in here. I have got a tier 2 storage module upgrade, and we can also craft from here as well. So what I want to do is craft ourselves some kiln bricks. I should have plenty of bricks and sandstone in here at the moment. So what we need is we need a 2x2x2. So we'll need 8 of these kiln blocks altogether. So there's our 8. And then all we need to do is just double check we have our engineering hammer, which we have here. So that's perfect. And then we just want to build it like this. And there we go. And then we just right click and we have ourselves an alloy kiln. So we are going to need some fuel for this kiln, but luckily we have got a lava bucket, so we'll just pop that in there. Now we have our fuel in here, we'll just grab our copper and zinc ingots. I should have a couple of stacks of each, so it should be plenty, and that should get us a couple of stacks of brass ingots as well, because we are going to need quite a few of them. So while the kiln's doing its thing, we can craft some crafting tables as well, because we will need quite a few of them. I have already got 55 of the electron tubes. Now the biggest recipe is 61 blocks. As an average of this part of the game, we will only need 9 to start with to craft ourselves a precision mechanism, which we will need for the rotational speed controller. But apart from that, what I do want to do is get it into chickens as well. So I'll need 21 altogether. So we'll need to craft ourselves 21 crafting tables. So we've got plenty of oak logs. So what we'll do is we'll convert all of them into planks, I think. We can just shove these planks back in here, fill up our storage, and that should do for now actually. And then what we can do is craft ourselves a whole load of chests. So we'll just grab these planks and we'll just go like that, pop them back in there. And I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can craft ourselves a stack of chests. We can, so they can just go straight in there like that, and that is the chests done. So what we need to do is head over and craft ourselves some crafting tables. So we've got quite a few oak planks. We should have enough in here for that, but we are going to craft some more just in case. So we'll craft a couple of stacks more planks. We'll pop them in there like that. And then what we can do is just quickly search for the crafting table. So what we are going to need is some more crafting tables. So we'll need some cobblestone for that. I mean, we have got plenty of cobblestone. So we'll take a few stacks of these and we'll put them in here as well, so we're stacked up on cobblestone. Then we can just go onto our crafting table and we can select a load of those. So we will need 21 of them altogether, so we'll do 16 and then we'll do 20 and 1. So we've got 21, so that's perfect. And then what we can do is head over here and we'll just grab our stack of electron tubes. In fact, no, we'll grab the exact amount because I do want to leave them in there actually. And then we'll just head over here and pop them in there. And then hopefully our 64 brass ingots are done. So we get 2 per one of these, so that's perfect. We should have plenty of them. And then what we can do is head over to our mechanical crafter. So we get 3 out of one of them. So everything we've got at the moment should be plentiful for everything that we need. So we'll just pop our planks back in there. We'll pop our copper ingots and our zinc ingots in there as well. And then what we're going to do is, oh yes, that's right, we need to craft our brass casing. So let's hop over to the brass casing, and we need wood and brass ignats. So let's take our brass ignats back out. Let's see if we have any logs in here left. We have got 32 logs, which should be enough. And then what we do need to do is just craft ourselves an axe quickly. So we'll just quickly craft ourselves a nice axe. That should be perfect. And there we go. So we can just pop our log, get on brass ignats, and we'll just quickly go through all of these. We'll strip all these and then we'll activate it with the brass, and that should give us a nice brass casing. So it shouldn't be too bad. We should get this done pretty quickly. There we go. And then we just go like this, and we should have plenty of brass casings. I should be able to vein mine these once they're done, so that will save some time. And there we go, we've got 32 casings, so that's perfect. So now we should be able to craft a whole load of these. So we'll do, so that's 38 at the moment, which is plenty. I think that should be enough. We'll do 3 more just to make it pretty even round number. So that's perfect. When we will need the precision mechanism as well. That does mean we need a deployer. We've got some cogwheels, cogs and iron nuggets, so that's perfectly fine. And we just need to make the deployer, which is just here. So brass hand, which is anti-alloy and gold brass sheets. So in that case, we can head over to our press over here. We can drop ourselves a few brass sheets, and we'll just let that do its thing for the moment while we go and set up our crafter. We'll get rid of these, and here we are. We can pop our mechanical crafter down. So we have only got 12 of them. Now we can go and put down our mechanical crafters. We've got 21 of them. I did kind of miscount. I mistaken the brass casings for the mechanical crafters, but that's not to worry. So we'll pop our first one on there, and we will need to go and grab our wrench actually, just so we can flip things around as and when we need. There it is. So we've got the wrench as well. So in fact, actually, before I place these mechanical crafting blocks down, I'm just going to move my cogwheel. I'm going to put it a little bit more underground so it's sort of hidden and we can't see it. So bear with me 2 seconds and I will be back. And now that we have our cog underground, what we're going to do is build this as a 21. So we're going to do 3 at the bottom, and then we're going to do 5 on the next row, 5 on the next row, and another 5, and then 3 on top. Now this is probably going to come up overstressed as I haven't got enough speed, or too much speed. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it'd be overstressed. So that means we now need the rotational speed controller so we can alter the speed. So for that, what we are going to need is the deployer to be able to craft a precision mechanism. So we're going to head over and get the deployer done. Should have all the resources for it. You are going to need a brass hand to start with. You are going to need some brass sheets. That's right, we did pop some brass sheets over here, didn't we? Ready for this. So we've got our brass sheets, so that's perfect. And then we're going to need 1 of those. And then the deployer is the electron tube andesite casing, which we haven't got any of. We have got some andesite alloy, so we'll take that. We'll nip and get ourselves some logs. Should have some just down here, and then we can just quickly strip them and we can make ourselves some andesite casing. Okay, so we have our andesite casings now, so we should be all good to go on this front. So we can craft 1 of them, and that is the deployer sorted. Now we are going to need a depot for our deployer as well. So we will just grab ourselves 1 of those, and there we go. We should be sorted. So let's just double check what we need. So we should be good to go with that. So let's set up this deployer then. Okay, so now we have everything we need to be able to craft our precision mechanism. So we'll get this all set up with the deployer like that. And then what we'll do is we'll make things a little bit easier, and we'll stick our hopper on the side, and then we'll grab the hand crank as well, and we'll just pop that there. Then what we're going to do is put our golden sheet down here. And then what we do need to do is place some stuff in the hopper. So if I remember rightly, it was the small cogwheel, large and iron as well. So we'll grab ourselves 1 of them, 1 of them, and 1 of them. So small cogwheel first, then the large cogwheel, and then the iron. And then we just need to do this process 5 times. So if we do this, it should work as intended. So there we go. So now we have here the incomplete precision mechanism, and as it says, 3 out of 15. So we can just pop that back on there, and we just need to repeat the process several times. So we'll pop one of them in there, one of them in there, and another iron nugget, and then we can just continue the process again. We will just continue hand cranking and we will get all this sorted. So now we should be able to see that the progress is now 6 out of 15. So we'll just do this a few more times and we should be all done. Okay, so I've took the liberty of crafting 3 of these because I do want to craft 3 of the speed controllers, one for this setup here, one for the crafting mechanism there, and then one for the crushers when we get round to building it, once we have sorted out the mechanical crafting. Now we just want to head over to our crafting table and we want to find the speed controller, which is this one here, which is just brass casing and precision mechanism. So we just need to find some brass casing. Where did I put it? In here, so that's fine. You can do it from here. That's perfect. So we can craft ourselves 3 of them, and there we go. We have the rotational speed controller. So now we can just pop back over here to our setup and we can sort it out just over here. Okay, so let's head behind our mechanical crafter, and now we can put our speed controller into place. So I've got some chain drives here running off the windmill. We have a look with our engineer goggles on. That will give us 2000 stress, so that should be plenty to be able to operate the mechanical crafter. So what we're going to do is going to put that like that, and then what we're probably going to do is put a big cogwheel there, and then what we'll do with this one is we'll put a small cogwheel on like that, and then we'll come over here and we'll pop a large one just there. Then we'll continue and put a shaft in here, and that should connect it all together like this. Now what we can do is, as you can see, we've got 8 SU at current speed. So if we just head down here roughly where we can see the number, we can scroll this up and we'll see how far we can go before we get overstressed. So we've got 28 at the moment. Let's ramp it straight up, so we are a bit overstressed there. Just turn it down to 96. Yeah, we can run at 96. So I think we'll keep it like that, and that should be pretty good to go, moving at quite a decent amount of speed. So what I'm just going to do now is, in fact, I think I'll leave this all open just in case we need to do any maintenance, but I think it looks pretty good as it is at the moment. So we'll just cover this lot up here just so don't hear any noises or anything, and that should be good to go. So now we are ready to start crafting our crushing wheels. So let's see what we need for the crushing wheels, and we will get them crafted using our brand new mechanical crafter. So we need 16 andesite alloy together, 4 planks and some andesite. So we've got the andesite alloy already, so that's perfect. We have got some oak, so we could, I suppose, give ourselves 4 planks as well, and then we have not got any andesite, so we just need to go and grab some andesite. Okay, so we've got some andesite as well, so we should be good to go. But first of all, what we need to do is we need to align all of these arrows to end up this one here at the bottom. So if we just move all of these, so we can do this one down, that one across, and then we need to move all of these down here, and then that should go across there like that. This one can go straight down, and then we can do the same for this one, and then this one all the way down, and then over here like that. So as you can see, the items that we put in will all merge together until we get down to here, and then it should come out at the bottom here like this. So let's go ahead and pop our andesite in the middle. Then we need our 4 planks just like this, and then we need to just fill it up with our andesite alloy. And then once we are complete, if we have got the recipe right, it should all start merging together like this, and there we go. We should at the end of it have ourselves a crushing wheel. So now we've got 2 crushing wheels, so that is perfect. We can get our massive crushing station up and running. So I will be using the windmill method for this as well. So I think what I'm going to do is flatten this area over here like this, and I'll probably do the crushing wheel sort of in a similar location to where I've done this one, just on the opposite side. So I'm going to get the windmill and everything else set up, and then I will be back and we'll finish off the crushing wheels and we'll give them a test and see how they work. Okay, so we have our windmill and everything else set up, and now it's time to put the crushers in place. So what I do want to do is we'll place them sort of around about here. I'm going to just put them there for the moment, and then we want one here, and we want one there, and that should enable us to be able to crush quite nicely. And then I'll probably put some sort of chute at the bottom and a chest so we can access them nicely, and a chute and a chest up here as well. But for the meantime, we can still get behind here, which is absolutely perfect. And then hopefully if we destroy these, they should stay where they are, which is absolutely perfect. Okay, so we have everything in place, and now we just need to finalize putting it all together. So as you can see, we've got our crushers just over here. Oh, we've got another loot bee spawned. I have had one stuck around here for quite a while that doesn't seem to be dropping any loot, and that will be the one. So I won't worry about that for now. So what we need to do is transfer this large cogwheel over here to each one of these. So what we probably are going to need is some gearboxes. So we've got some gearboxes here, and we've got some vertical gearboxes. So we'll probably need to straight away pop a vertical gearbox on there like that, so that transfers that way, and we'll probably need another one there so they transfer quite nicely. And then we should just be able to go straight up another gearbox, and that should be sorted. So let's pop these there and another one here like that. Then we should be able to pop a gearbox straight on top of here, and we should be good to go. So let's get up high a little bit, pop a gearbox just here and then another one there. We'll probably need to spin these around slightly. Let's see what we've got. So we've got one turning the wrong way around, and this one here probably needs rotating slightly, and that way around. So they are going the wrong way around, unfortunately. So all that means is that we'll just need to use a couple more gearboxes just to reverse the rotation, and there we go. That should be perfectly fine. So we just need to pop some shafts in here now, and then we can alter the speed, and we should be good to go. So we'll put one in there, and they're turning in the right direction, which is absolutely perfect. Then we just need to make our way down here a little bit so we can just alter the speed. So we should be able to ramp this right up, and there we go. It's still going. So we've got 584 out of that. So we could just keep going, or we're going pretty fast actually. So yeah, we've managed to get quite a bit of speed out of this. So let's see, it looks like we've overstressed now. So let's wind it like a little bit. 130. Nope. So we'll leave it on about 120. That seems to be getting us a good amount of speed. So I'm just going to go and fill this all up now, and then we'll see how it looks once I've filled all this up. There we go. It's all filled up and looking nice and hidden. So now next I'm going to put a chute at the top and a chest so we can flow the items down, and then what I'm going to do is put another chute at the bottom here, and then probably a couple of chests as well, because that should make things nice and easy for us. So we're just going to try and do this without killing ourselves. It's a little bit sketchy, but we should be alright. So we'll just pop a chute straight there. In fact, I'll put that one more up, I think, and then we should be able to put a chest up here, and we should be able to reach that from the ground level. Hopefully we can, so that's perfect, and just gives us a bit of space to be able to see everything as we want it to. So next we're going to put another chute here, and then we're going to put a couple of chests at the bottom, and hopefully this will work quite nicely. So what I'm going to do actually is try and grab that without getting hurt. Pop this on top of our chest, still get into it. So let's grab ourselves some gravel and let's test this out, shall we? So we'll grab ourselves a couple of stacks of gravel. That should be fine. We'll pop them in our chest, and hopefully we should be able to see it come through the chute and then into that chest at the bottom there. But we shall see. Well, it seems to be emptying something somewhere, and it's definitely going through. Let's see how well it does this. I mean, it is sort of sitting up the top there, but I think it is slowly but surely. Yes, it is perfect. So with the gravel we get lots of raw iron, some raw zinc, some bauxite, some tin, coal, and osmium as well. We'll just double check that all of these stacks do go through. Does sound like they are, so that's good to know. And we're getting absolutely plenty of resources, including lead as well. So that's pretty perfect. So while that's doing that, I think it's time to go through our quests, and we'll grab all the rewards for what we've done. So we've done the crushing wheel, and we've crushed some gravel. So we need to crush some gravel. So I'm guessing what I need to do is empty this chest maybe. Yep, that's it. That one's done as well. So that's perfect. So we just got one more to do here, which is Nautilus's time, which is a pretty simple recipe. So I'll just do that off camera. And I'm going to try and off camera grind my way up to the tier 5 cobblestones as well. They are pretty laborious to do. So we just got to melt some iron into a casting basin. 4 blocks. That shouldn't be too difficult. And then with the gold, the same, 4 blocks of gold. And then the diamond is malt diamond, but we need to find a resource that's hot enough to be able to make the molten diamond, because coal and lava is not good enough, but I'm sure I can figure that out in the process. So in regards to storage, we have our storage upgrade. We've done our storage controllers, which I did off camera, and then modular storage as well, which I did off camera. So we're going to slowly work through these as well. I'll probably pick a dedicated episode once I've got a bit more resources to get through them. So in regards to resourcing and mob grinding utilities, we've done the upgrade to the monster masher. I am going to be doing the absorption hopper once we find the nether, which will be in the next episode, and hopefully we can get that underway properly. And then in the crate, we've done a mechanical crafter, we've got the engineer goggles, the wrench, mechanical press, and now we've got the mechanical crafter. We can also think about doing electric power and steam power, and also want to find some blaze for the blaze burner as well. Immersive engineering, we've done the kiln and we've done the engineer's hammer, and then Botania, we've done the floral fertilizer. That was pretty simple, so I just did that sort of off camera. So let's claim all these rewards and see what we get. Also, we've got a sacrificial knife, ender drawers, the Botania book, energy pipe, cogwheel, spyglass, compacting drawer, or an ender chest. Perfect. I'm guessing we only get one of them maybe. Pipe wrench, a Lincoln tool, which we've already got, diamond impact hammer, a lantern, or a lapis, Paxel, and another anvil. So we've got a fair bit of decent stuff. We've got 2 ender chests, which is absolutely perfect for when we want to travel the nether and stuff. We can just pop a chest over here and put one in the nether as well. We've got some ender drawers. They are pretty good. I like the ender drawers. Let's go and dump some of this stuff in the chest, and we'll come back and grab the rest of it before it despawns. So we'll pop them in there like that. We'll probably get rid of this cobblestone, to be honest. We don't need that. And then that should give us some more room. I'm going to pop the anvil in there as well, and the lead. And then the rest of it we will also pop in here as well. We'll pop them in there, and the sails. Rotational speed controller, I'll leave that because I'll sort that out off camera. And let's go and pick up the rest of it before it despawns. There we go. Oh, we got 2 tasks complete as well, so that's also good. So miscellaneous, we've got the Errol Flare lantern, which is very nice. Place invisible lights nearby. So we've got a redstone comparator, which is absolutely brilliant. That will save us making it ourselves. And where's this knife one as well? I'm not sure where that knife one disappeared to, but that's not to worry. We can certainly figure out what this does. So just a prick of the finger will suffice. So blood magic. So let's have a look and see about the blood magic, shall we? Aha, so here we go. So make a blood altar. So we've got the sacrificial knife, and then we need to do the blood altar, which is pretty easy to do. So we might delve into the realms in that in a future episode. It'll be interesting to look at the blood magic. So we've got ourselves another compacting drawer, diamond impact hammer, which mines a 3x3x3 area, which is nice because I've got a 3x3x1, so that'll just make process extremely easy now. Got an energy pipe, which will definitely come in handy. Pop that sacrificial knife in there for now. Pop them in there. Pop the spygrass in there. We've already got a linking tool, but there's no harm in having another one. Pop the paxel in there because probably won't need it at the moment, and then I'll sort the rest of it out at a later date. So there we are, everyone. That is the episode complete. We have made quite a lot of progress. I'm very happy with how far we've come. I'm going to do some more resource grinding, everything off camera, ready for the next episode, where we will be delving into the nether. We're going to try and find ourselves a blaze spawner and get some blaze, and then we can finish off the mob farm and start getting some quests done as well. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know how you think the series is going, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. I'm Kryptonite here, and thank you all for watching.